I'm Cookie. In a past episode, we talked about the STOP program, literally meaning stop, take time out of your day to get out of your chair and do something physical. With the employee wellness program that I work with, I have a lot of employees that come in and ask, how do I use a ball at my workstation? Or you could use it at home. So what I advise them is the first thing you want to do is make sure you're choosing the right size ball for how tall you are. For the most part, if you're about 5'4" or shorter, you're going to use a 55 centimeter ball. If you're above 5'4", you're going to use a 65 centimeter ball. If you're 6 feet tall, you probably want to go up into the 70 centimeter ball. The key is once you pump it up, you want to make sure that you're in a great ergonomic position. And so I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to sit here on the ball, and what I want you to do is look at the angle of my knee and my hip. So what we're looking for is a 90-degree bend in the knee and a 90-degree bend at the hip, if possible. You always want to sit on the ball with a wide base. My feet are forward, and they're about hip width apart. I'm going to make sure that my lower leg is active, the front of my thigh is active. I'm going to draw back from my abdominal wall and sit up nice and tall. This creates a great ergonomic station at work. It can also be used at home as a fitness tool, and I'll show you that in just a second. What I want you to think about in this position is always extending up through the crown of the head, creating this nice length in the spine. So if you're working on a keyboard, making sure that you have a safe area in your office that if you need to hold on, especially if you've never used a ball before, that you have an area that you can hold on to for some support. I usually recommend, if you've never used a ball before, that you kind of work into it. So in a typical day, maybe every half hour to 40 minutes, you put the ball in and use it for about 10 or 15 minutes, then take it back out, go back to your chair, and then gradually work over to see if this ball will work for you. From a home perspective, this is a great tool to use for a fitness bench. So if you have a set of free weights or a band, you can actually use it like a bench. From this position, you would actually walk out until the body is supported by the ball. You're going to think about extending the arms up and opening out. You could use this for a bench press, for example, or a flies. It's also a great tool for stretching. We're going to come back up, and from this position, we can reach back, lift, and look up, opening the chest, which is a great mode for work. And then we can round forward and stretch the lower back. Also a great lower back stretch for that back tension that we all have. We can come up, and then we can add some leg stretches, which are really good for work. The leg extends, we sit up tall, we bow forward at the hip. This is that hamstring muscle that when we sit for long periods of time gets extremely tight. And then that outer hip muscle, you'd want to bring that same leg up and over the top. And again, this is a little bit of a balance trick. You're going to bow forward and feel that nice extension in the hip. There's just a plethora of things that you can do with this tool. I'm Cookie, and that's your Fit Tip for today.